following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome.
All right. It's the Saturday before Easter Sunday. I go up to my father's house to spend time. This family member asks me to come up, or to leave my house around 10 o'clock so that I can get there around like 12:15, because he wants to go and he wants to get ramen at a place that we like called Mitsuwa up in Edgewater. It's a great little restaurant. It's actually a lot. There's a lot of stuff there, but I digress. I leave it around 10 o'clock, really around 10:30. I get up there. It's about 20 after 12. I'm geared up. I haven't eaten a thing yet. 6 o'clock in the morning is when I woke up, so I'm definitely hungry. I get up there, and I basically say to him, I'm ready to go. Like, whenever you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. I can definitely eat. He says to me, all right, wait. And he says, hey, I'm going to go to the liquor store really quick. I'll be back. Goes out, comes back, has a full bottle of vodka and 2 unsweetened iced teas. He pours himself this gigantic cup of vodka and iced tea. He took his sweet-ass time drinking it. It took him about an hour.
Okay, and how big is this bottle?
So the bottle is like your standard size
like
vodka bottle.
1.75?
I think so, yeah. Like a normal size bottle.
It's a heavy dose.
It's a heavy dose for one person, and it is only meant for one person. Yeah. Nobody else is drinking that. So he nurses this fucking drink. I'm immediately pissed because I'm like, I'm hungry. I want to go. And I'm even contemplating going by myself, but I end up not doing so. I wait till he's done. He comes out of wherever he was. I think he was in the den. And he proceeds to pour himself another one. I'm like, dude, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, do you really need to drink before we go anywhere? He's like, oh, just like a non-answer. Yeah, pours himself another cup, goes right back into the den, starts nursing his new drink again.
It's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing. Oh, yeah, he is the king. He is the fucking archduke of that saying. There is no... Once he decides he wants to do a thing, it doesn't matter if he's inconveniencing other people. So he goes and does this. Has another one. Comes back in, has another one. We're talking about 3 hours deep at this point. It's a little bit after 4 o'clock. I'm like,
you have not
dude,
eaten yet.
Yeah, no. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking starving and I'm done. You literally asked me to come up here early
so we could go
and eat. And I am sitting here. It's almost 5 o'clock and we're not fucking eating. This is bullshit,
dude. One of my biggest issues going to Jen's mom's house is the same deal. Oh, dinner will be around 12 o'clock. 5 o'clock rolls around. We still haven't eaten yet. I'm ready to kill somebody.
Yep. And I by the way, I'm not the kind of person that gets hangry. I don't. Yeah. I don't get hangry. But after 5 fucking hours, come on, because the other reason is I came all the way up here early to do this. Yeah. So anyway... Finally, the time comes. He decides to jump in the shower, which is another fucking process. He takes a shower like a chick. Takes him like an hour to do everything. Does push-ups in the bathroom before he takes the shower.
Shut up.
Like fuck that anybody else is up in this area with him. It's all about him. By the way, I love him. I'm not sitting here trying to make him sound like a fucking monster, but he was a monster this day.
Right. And that's family though, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel these type of feelings and be unapologetic about it.
Yes. So finally gets out, gets dressed, and he's like, "Okay, let's go." Get in the car. We're on our way to Mitsuwa. Just like he's done literally a million times before, he suddenly gets all mealy-mouthed about where we're going. He's like, yo, dude, are you sure you want to do Mitsuwa or do you want to do something else? I'm like, dude, seriously, again with this? Like, we're really going to do this again? Just wherever you want to go. You're the one paying. Wherever you want to go, it's absolutely fine. All right, because I think I want to go to Pier 115 instead. Pier 115 is this wonderful restaurant on the water that is incredibly expensive. Like we're talking about the difference between a $12 to $15 bowl of ramen and like a $30 plate of food.
And is it the portions or not?
The portions are fine. I mean, not even comparable though. The ramen, you get a ton of it. The plate of food is a normal plate of food at Pier 115.
Oh, so it's double the money and you get less.
For really for the luxury. The luxury.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I said luxury because I feel like I'm giving a lecture right now. So, yeah, it ends up that we end up going to Pier 115, so there's another strike in my head. I'm like, I wanted fucking ramen really bad, but whatever. I'm not going to make a big bitch about it. Food is food. I'm starving, and this kid wanted to go.
Yeah.
So we go, and we're pulling into Pier 115. Originally, he told me, I don't know, I think I just want like their food a little bit more and stuff like this. We're pulling into the parking lot. Turns out that it's not because he prefers the food. It's because they serve drinks.
And the other place doesn't.
Oh. So we sit down. I mean, immediately, vodka cranberry gets ordered.
How many is he in already?
Well, just 4, counting the stuff at the house.
Right.
So... And I say just 4 because that truly is a miracle for him. We order our food and we both get amazing spreads. I get a Caesar salad and a half-brick chicken, both amazingly good. He gets a frisee salad with red beet and goat cheese. It's an amazing, amazing salad. I got the chance to taste it. He gets truffle mac and cheese. And he gets a griddle cheese sandwich. Dude, it's awesome.
Truffle mac and cheese.
Yeah,
well,
it's amazing.
We've had this talk about this before.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Not a fan, but
Yeah.
this one, they kill it. It's amazing. What was I saying? Oh, a griddle griddle sandwich, which is like, it's got, I think, provolone on it, but also raclette cheese, which is like the Swedish, like they melt it right over the sandwich cheese.
So it's like a Panero bread sandwich?
Almost, but like way fancier.
Yeah.
And then prosciutto and everything. He eats 1 slice of this sandwich. 1 slice. And 1 little spoonful of the mac and cheese. And he proceeds to completely ignore this probably just for him about $50 or $60 dinner in lieu of just drink after drink after drink.
That's crazy.
Drinking his fucking face off. We're having good conversation for a while, but then after he drinks enough, he turns into a fucking troll. It becomes annoying as shit to talk to him. I've been well done with my dinner for a while now.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there for over an hour while he's just continuing to order drinks. We're on his 4th drink at the restaurant, and I'm like, dude, seriously, after this, cut it. I'm sitting here doing nothing. I want to get out.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go, you know? And I'm gearing up for going home. Like, maybe dessert somewhere and then going home.
Yeah. And you mean back to the house you just came from?
Back to the house I just came from. Yeah. And he says, okay, yeah, no, this is my last one. Waitress comes over. I mean, it was like fucking clockwork. She comes over and says, all right, sir, would you like another drink? And he goes, yes, 1 please. I'm like, dude, you literally just fucking said you were going to be done. How are you going to fucking do that right now? And he says, no, I'm not going to take forever. No, watch. And he takes the drink and he proceeds to slug it back like he doesn't have an esophagus, like it pours straight into his stomach. 3-4 seconds it takes him to drink this thing.
That's insane.
Immediately he feels the repercussions. He's like, oh, burp, and starts fucking burping and stuff. He's like, all right, now I'm done. On fucking schedule. She comes back around seeing him put down the glass. Would you like another drink? He goes, yes, please. I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck you, I'm out. And I walk out of the restaurant. No, wait. The whole fucking time I'm walking out.
Immediate question. Before you even continue, let me just cut you off real fast.
Yeah.
Is any part of your brain sitting at the table going, hey, waitress, have some common sense, bro. You see how quickly this guy is down in drinks. You want to give him a chance to slow down a little bit?
You actually just reminded me. So I'm sorry. I actually forgot that part. So on that part where he says, for the 6th drink, when he says, yes, please, I say to her, no, he's just kidding. Close out his tab. And he looks at me and he goes, no, he's just kidding. Keep my tab open. I'm still fucking drinking. And yells at this waitress and basically at me at the same time. So no fucking impulse control. I walk out of the fucking place. I'm standing outside for about 20 minutes. He finally surfaces from in there, walks up to me. He's like, you left me. And I'm like, yeah, man. It's because I was sitting there for an hour and a fucking half while you drank.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many did you end up having? Just the fucking 6. That's it. And meanwhile, who knows? Yeah. Yes, your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And dude, for people that don't drink, this is like somebody...
It's an obscene amount of drinking.
Not only that, but the uncomfort, like if you're going to sit with somebody and have dinner, if they have a couple of drinks, not a big deal. But if they're drinking, you really feel out of your... Especially if you're not a drinker, I think you kind of feel out of place.
Yeah. And this is the thing, like, I'm sure I'm not the first one, but, like, the people that he goes out with, I am absolutely positively certain they look at him and they think, wow, what a jerk off.
Yeah.
You see somebody pounding drinks like that, they never look like a good person. They look like jerk offs.
Even if they're responsible all the time and they do everything they're supposed to do, there's that stigma that comes along with it, like, oh, this person has a problem.
Yeah, no, you have to chill after a fashion, but he doesn't have that in him.
Yeah.
So we finally get in the car, and my whole idea, I'm like, look, we'll go over to fucking Mitsuwa, we'll get something for dessert. He was actually talking during dinner about, oh, I'll go over there and I'll get a bowl of ramen. What do you say? And I'm like, he's like, we'll do a bang bang. I'm like, dude, I actually ate my fucking meal. You didn't eat shit except half your sandwich and a spoonful of fucking mac and cheese.
Yeah.
So, like, you have an appetite. I don't. I can go for dessert, though. I said, I'll go over there for dessert. Like, essentially, he goes, I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck you, I'm getting something sweet. So I stopped at Red Mango. It's a froyo place. He's grumbling the whole fucking time. And since we left the Mitsuwa parking lot, because I originally pulled in there like we were going to go in, he's been talking about strip clubs. And he's just like, I want to go to a strip club. I want to go to a strip club. Yo, let's go to the strip club. Dude, what else are we doing? I want to look at tits. I want to look at ass. Like, and he's doing his goofy voices. And
wait, he does it too?
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I get it from. And he's just, but he's nonstop. Dude, come on, we're not doing anything. We don't even have anything else to do. What are we gonna do? Go back to? It's still early. No. The whole time I go in Red Mango, he's continuing with the same fucking spiel all the way out to the parking lot. Won't let it go. I finally tell him no. Like, I'm like, no, we're not going. Shut up.
It's gonna be weird because we're family 1 and 2. I'm not a big strip club guy.
I'm not even there yet. I'm not even there. I'm just like, I want you to shut up so I can just chill out.
Yeah.
And he gets this look on his face. It is the most pitiful fucking look, like, okay, like, finally. And it immediately makes me feel bad because I'm like, you know, despite what he just did, he treated me out to an extremely expensive meal. Like, that he did not have to fucking do that.
Now he's just trying to have a good time, and
I'm basically,
doing.
Yeah, I'm making him feel bad for wanting to do what he wants to do now.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is bullshit. He was totally doing what he wanted to do while we were still at Pier 115. But I start thinking to myself, and I'm like, all right, man, listen, you want to go to a fucking strip club? Like, let's go. I'm like, but like, I'm not going to want to do this. Dude, this is going to be awesome. Give me a big fucking hug. Bye. And he starts looking on Google. He's like, yo, there's one right in Rivervale. There's one in Lodi. There's one in Newark. And he starts rattling a couple of names off. And one of the ones that he says is Satin Dolls. And I'm like, Satin Dolls. Satin Dolls. Why does that name sound familiar? That sounds really familiar. And I'm sitting there. He's continuing to rattle on. I'm gearing up to get going. And I'm like, Satin Dolls. Satin Dolls is what they renamed the Bada Bing from The Sopranos. So it's the Bada Bing. It's literally where Tony's base of operations was, and it's the actual strip club. Like, it literally says out front of Satin Dolls, former house of the Bada Bing or some shit like that.
Yeah, they filmed in there and shit.
They filmed inside.
So everything you see in the show is the actual place.
It's the actual place. It's not separate sets.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I make a concession, essentially, and I say, okay, because it's part of history.
Yeah.
I said, I will drive you to Lodi, and then we'll take you to Satin Dolls. I said, I want to take some pictures of the outside to show I was there anyway. We'll go inside for a half hour. I said, I'll sit there with you for a half hour, and then I'm done. I said, I am not fucking doing this all night. Yeah, dude, fuck yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah, no. Definitely.
That's a half hour, we'll be out, I promise.
Yeah, we'll be out in a half hour. Asshole. I'm an asshole. Honestly, he might not be the problem in this story. It's most likely me. We get to Lodi. We get out of the car. He is beelining like a 6-year-old with rotten teeth toward a candy store. Like, he's just like, yeah, and he's off to the fucking races, right toward the door. I'm like, all right, well, I kind of wanted to look at the outside, but okay. Walk inside with him. Immediately, I go night blind. Like, it is so fucking dark except for all the neon shit in there.
Right.
We sit at this fucking, at the table, like, legitimately at the fucking, the bar.
So they have booths in there?
No, it's a bar. It's a whole big rectangular bar that goes around the table.
Old school shit.
Okay. And I am immediately out of my element. Now, listen, I'm not a gay man. I'm a straight man.
Right.
But I don't go to buffets where I can't eat.
Exactly.
It is the most.
Yeah.
And so really the entire purpose of a strip club is to totally and completely objectify women. Listen. I'm a pervert in my own right. I am a very kinky fucking person, but that's with specific people that I've been able to get into. The strippers mean nothing to me, and I'm not saying that they're shitheads. I'm not talking. I just mean that there's nothing that gets me sexually aroused about seeing a stripper.
That's because maybe some people are able to suspend their beliefs in that moment, but when we walk in there, somebody that thinks like we do, we know you're only here because you're trying to get paid.
You're trying to make money off of me.
This is not fun for you. Like if you get a strip show from a girl and you guys are dating in your living room,
that shit's cool.
That's a different vibe because she's super into it.
Or like, and I'm not like, even if I was like perfect weight, perfect fucking body, perfect looks, if I was in a strip club, I'd be like, this is all so that somebody can make my money. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. Maybe there was one girl on stage when we came in. 30 seconds after we came in, she was off the stage, and the stage was empty for like a half hour.
No shit.
Nobody fucking dancing. All the girls are on the sidelines talking to either dudes that are sitting at the bar or just talking amongst themselves or on their phones.
Now, how many people are in here when
not
you
a
guys
lot.
walk in?
Not a lot at all. Like maybe three.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the other great thing. We stick out like fucking sore thumbs to all these fucking money-hungry whores. Which brings me to my next point. 3 minutes in, I'm talking to him, and I feel a hand on my arm, and hey, baby, my name's Victoria. And I'm just like, no, thank you. Like, I tense up the way that somebody with special needs tenses up when you suddenly appear in their line of sight. Like, I was like, I don't want to talk. No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's not weird.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Thank you. And she is just like, ugh, and she fucking moves right on to become a deterrent to his fun, which is hilarious in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, she walks off. We're sitting there. He asks for a menu. He asks for a menu. He's also drinking again already. 2 vodka cranberries deep in the span of 15-20 minutes. Asks for a menu with bar food. Now we're having fun at this point. Like it was fun and funny because of just this whole experience. I was like, how funny would it be if I could order like chicken franchise here? And he's looking at the menu and he goes, oh my God, they have it.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm not even kidding. They had legit fucking food at this strip club.
That's crazy.
Legit fucking food. So, cue another 15 or so minutes. No, not even. Another like 5 minutes. This is about 20 minutes deep. Some guy comes up to me, puts his arms on both of my shoulders, or puts his hands on both of my shoulders.
He thinks you're gay.
No, whispers into my ear. He goes, hey man, in Spanish. He translates to me what the guy says, and the guy says to me, hey man, why don't you take your sweatshirt off? It's warm in here. And I was like, no! I'm out. I was like, I'm out. I am not fucking doing this. And I literally walk outside. Never been so skeeved out in my entire life.
So wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
This guy thinks you're just uncomfortable and he's trying to get you to relax so you can get a dance. Or think he's into you?
No, this is a dude that walked in. I don't know if if he's part of the scene there or what. No, I don't think he's gay either. Like I think it was literally just a dude being a fucking jerk off.
Right.
So I walk outside. I'm out there. Actually, kind of the moment I get outside. All right, now I'll take you into the texts because this is where the real fucking fun begins. Oh, this night.
Oh, Jesus. And when you're outside, did you take the pictures you wanted to take, or
nope.
You're completely sidetracked
None,
at this point?
No pictures. There's no pictures, and I'm glad there aren't. I'll be outside. This is at 8:19 p.m. I'll be outside in like 20 minutes. Is that okay? And I say, yeah. Another 20 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
At 8:34, which is 15 minutes after that, I'm fucked. I'm on my 4th dance. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because now I'm knowing that this kid's spending his money like fucking crazy. And then he types to me, dude, just go to the house. And I'm like, what? I'm not leaving you here. Dude, please get a hold of your impulse control and just come out soon and learn to say no to yourself.
Right.
And he says, okay, but I need to have a dance. Like, need. That's how I know I'm dealing with the drunkest version of him that can possibly exist. I need to have a dance. And I'm like,
Well, you just had...
I thought you just said you had 4 dances.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do anything. You can come out and we can head back home. He says, I was joking. I'm not that rich. I'm like, well, in any event, I'd really like to get going. Can you please come out? Dude, just go to the house. I'm staying. I'll take a lift back. Now, what you need to fucking understand, I know that this kid is getting sauced because I've watched him drink already about 4 drinks while I was in there still.
Right. Plus what he had at the
Plus
house.
what he had at the house,
and
plus
at
what
the
he had at
restaurant.
Pier 115. So we're talking about, he's already about 13 drinks deep. Okay, so the problem with me going at that point, I know for a fact this kid is shit-faced and he is doing nothing to control himself.
Like, he's gonna make bad choices.
He's everything. We're talking about spending all of his money, groping on a bitch and getting thrown out, or getting into a fight, or all 3. Like, there's no doubt. So I write back to him, and this is me. I'm trying. My phone.
You're freaking out.
My phone was at 22%, so it wasn't doing great, but I made it a little bit worse on the text. I said, you're going to ditch me? My phone is dying, and I'm not sure it's going to make the entire trip home with the GPS. Dude, your spontaneous shit is seriously too much. And then he writes back to me, or come back in, ... And I'm like, that wasn't the agreement. You said another 20 minutes. I'm not going places with you anymore. This is seriously fucked up. You're shit-faced, and I am not leaving you in Lodi to take an expensive-ass car ride back home. Stop being dumb and come the fuck out here. And he goes, so come back in. If you have at least 1 dance, then we will leave. It's on me.
Now, okay, so now he's saying, look, I'll pay for it. Just come in and dance, because then what's going to happen is I'm going to feel better about being here. We can, if I pull you into this.
He's drunk bargaining. That's what he's trying to get me to, and he was from the very beginning. He was trying to get me to participate in all of this shit, and I wasn't having it. I know my limitations. I know what I like and what I don't like, and I was like, no, I'm done. I don't want any of this.
So in his head, though, dude, is he thinking you don't really ever have the opportunity to just let yourself go and do something a little out of your element? Maybe you'll enjoy it.
So this is how he started trying to like spin the story. When we were in the strip club, he knows that my ex recently dumped me like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, dude, this is a celebration of you being single again. This is a celebration of me being single. I'm like, this is a celebration of you having about 8 fucking cranberry vodkas. I'm not stupid. I'm like, whatever though, we'll sit here, fine. And then you know the rest of the story because it's up to date.
It is a good drink though, I had to say, but that is not one that you go crazy on.
Well, he did.
Like that.
He did. And it was horrible. So I write to him, no, I don't want anyone touching me. Dude, you have to stop doing this shit to me. And he writes, let's meet outside for a smoke. And I said, we had one plan today. I decided to be spontaneous for you, and I'm getting treated to getting jerked around. I'm not okay. I want to go home now. And I said, and I am not leaving you here. Let's go, dude. I said, I have 1 cigarette left. I want to go. Stop making me do this. And he said, and I told you to leave. I'm not keeping you here.
How many did you have, really? You only had 1?
Oh, yeah, no, I was out.
Okay.
I was out. So that, on top of that,
yeah.
I have no fucking cigarettes left. I'm losing my shit. And I go, my phone is dying and I don't want to leave without you. This person is going to ask me questions and I don't deserve to have to answer them. Do this on your own time, goddammit. And he says, my favorite line in everything that he wrote to me, I've never read a more perfectly I'm a drunk asshole text in my entire life. He writes to me, and I quote, and I want you to try to take this in as best as you can.
Okay.
It is a simple 8 words, and you are going to try to make sense of it, and you're going to sprain yourself. I'm telling you. So ready?
Yeah.
So come back in, and we will leave.
No, you shut up. You shut up.
So come back in.
And we'll leave.
And we'll leave. So I wrote to him, stay and we'll go. Starve and we'll be full.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are a fucking idiot.
Moe's Tavern. Hold on, I'll check. Hey, everybody. I'm a stupid moron.
Now you're drunk. You're not making any sense. Like, it's time to wrap it up.
Come back in and we'll leave. What is the building move? Because that's the only way what you just said makes sense.
Like, you have to come in and pull me out like a fireman.
Yeah. Oh, no, even worse. So come back in and we will leave. Stay and we'll go. What? Like, do you think I'm dumb? Also, never mind. That's not a real question here. You're dumb.
Yeah.
So I said, you used me with knowing I wouldn't want to disappoint you by not going where you wanted to go, and I came here for you to stay for a half hour. I waited 45 minutes before I couldn't take being in there anymore. Then you said you'd only be another 20 minutes, and now you're telling me to leave when my phone is going to die. Dude, I literally can't trust you anymore. Please let me get you home safely. I can't leave here knowing you're drunk and spending all this money. Dude, please don't do this to me. Please. So yeah, literally best sentence in history. Of course, I'm fucking fit to be tied at this point. It's now 9 o'clock at night. I'm still standing there. Finally, I write a bunch of other shit to him. I'm gonna keep most of it out just because it has to do with him specifically. But one of the things I said is like, I'm staying here. I'm staying and waiting for you because you're drunk and you're not safe, even though you could give a shit about how I feel. It's now my responsibility to make sure you get home safe, and fuck me. To which his last reply is, I'm taking a lift. Come inside if you want to hang.
Yeah.
So I am beside myself. I pace the parking lot for like maybe 5 minutes. Finally, I say, okay, I'm going in and I'm looking for him. Like, because now I tried to call him a few times and he's not answering any of my calls.
Yeah, because he knows you're just going to try to be like, all right, you need to leave.
Yeah, so I go in. I don't see him initially when I go in. I come back out, hang out for like another 10 minutes, go back in. He's in the corner with some fucking broad talking his face off to her. She is like, I can see on her face that she's just like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I'm like, all right. I talked to the bouncer at the door. I'm like, listen, I have to go over there and I have to interrupt one of your customers. I said, he's drunk beyond belief. He can't control himself anymore. And the guy's like, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. I go over. I almost talked to him, but then I for some reason, I'm just so fucking mad that like, I can't even speak to him. Go back outside, try calling a couple more times. He finally calls me back. I missed the call. I call him back after the missed call.
You don't pick up.
And he's like, yo, what's up?
How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Get hold of yourself, all right? Sorry, it's hottie overload in here. I know, just pace yourself.
Get outside. Like, I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, get the fuck outside right now. We are leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. And I'm like, dude, get outside. He hangs up, finally comes outside, starts smoking a cigarette. I start screaming at him, and I mean top of my fucking lungs, screaming at him. You only give a shit about your fucking self. I take you here out of the goodness of my fucking heart because you wanted to fucking see it, and you refuse to fucking come with me right now. I can't leave you here. What if you die? What if you lose all your money? Da 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 da. And the whole time, he's looking at me with fucking drunk baby neck, and he's like, whoa, dude, calm down. And I'm like, no! Get in the fucking car. I'm not getting in the car. Get in the fucking car. I don't have my credit card. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, the tab's still open inside. I don't have my credit card. I can't leave. I'm like, cool. So fucking come with me. He starts walking, and I'm not kidding, dude. Walking is not on the menu.
Yeah.
He is all the fuck over the place, falling down every 2 seconds. He ends up slapping his hands on some Mexican dude's car, and the dude is in the car, and he looks at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's drunk. I can't help this. I'm sorry. I grab him, and I fucking throw him toward the doors. I literally have to guide this drunk idiot inside. I slam him up against the fucking bar, and I call the fucking bartender over. I'm like, we need to close his tab. And I said, and another fucking thing, somebody should have done this for him already.
One of the biggest things that they teach you in bartending school is how to close a tab, because you're dealing with somebody that is irrational in that moment. All they want to do is keep feeding that. And I know this is why, dude, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how hateful this sounds. Pretty sure I said it differently at the beginning of this story. Whatever. I'm going to say how I really feel. Fuck strip clubs. Fuck strippers.
Every single goddamn one of them. All they are there to do is get you shit-faced and steal your cash. That is literally all they're fucking good for. Like all these other fucking tourist trap fucking things.
Yeah.
She goes over to the fucking thing. There are strippers everywhere. They're laughing at my brother. They're laughing at him. And then there are also people that look pissed at him. So I don't even know what he did while I was outside, but it must not have been fucking great. And I to this day, I don't know the story. But she brings over his tab. He has to sign the fucking receipt. He can't find where to sign, so I literally have to grab his fucking wrist and put it toward where he has the fucking... And I scribble with his hand on the fucking thing. Bad. Dude, it was utter hell, okay? I get him outside. I literally have to guide him the entire way to the car. He's falling. He's tripping. He keeps trying to break away from me. He's like nudging me off. And every fucking time he nudges me off, I'm fine. That a second later, he's falling over like a fucking idiot. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you seem real fine, dude. Nailed it. Get him up. Get him in the fucking car. Finally, he's in this goddamn car. I pull out like a bat out of hell because I'm afraid he's going to fucking try to get out.
Right.
I lock the doors just in case. We get on the fucking road. I don't know where I am. It's dark as shit. I have to get back to my father's house.
And now this drunk guy has to try to navigate you back there.
No. Actually, my phone's working fine. I told you I embellished that.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him to get.
You've been there for a while.
Oh yeah.
I would assume it would be close to dead.
Yeah. No, I wasn't feeling great. It was about 9:30 by the time we actually got out of there, and we had gotten there around 8:00. So like an hour and a half of this fucking horse shit.
That's not as long as I thought it would.
Yeah. No. Well, actually, wait. Hold on. When did I say? I got out of there 9:30. Let me look at the timeline here.
Yeah, because I thought you were there for at least 2 hours.
We got there at... No. Okay. We got there at 7:45. We didn't get out of there until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a decent amount of damage.
2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay. So, the whole way home, I got my fucking GPS up on my phone. I'm trying to make the right turns. He's fucking slapping my hand down with my GPS in it, and I'm laughing. Like, I'm just like, I don't think I've ever hated anybody as much as I hate you right now.
Because now
and he's like,
I'm gonna laugh or I'm gonna hurt you.
And he's like, like just laughing like his ass off while he's doing this to me. We it's only like an 18-minute drive home. We get to the house. I now know, like, believe it or not, I felt better while we were driving. Because I knew once we got home, shit was going to get really stupid. And it did. It got really... Holy crap, I'm forgetting a whole fucking piece of the story. I'm forgetting. While we were right before he got his tab back, signed for the fucking tab to go, he pointed his finger...
At the bottle?
and in an arcing motion, pointed at everybody within like a 90-degree angle. And he said...
Fuck all of you.
He said... I'm gonna fuck all of these fucking bitches. The fucking bouncer shoots up, like, out of his fucking chair. I'm like, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not. I got him. I'm taking him out of here.
He's so drunk, he probably couldn't get hard right now anyway.
The bouncer looks at me and goes, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. So, but anyway, I digress. We get back to the fucking house. I have to go around to his side. I'm like, I drag him up out of the car. I put him against the open car door. I'm like, listen to me. I'm like, I have to get your food out of the back seat. I said, you know just as well as I do that the property is really uneven. There are fucking holes in the grass. It's hilly. Like, you can't move right now, okay? And he's like, okay, I'm not gonna move. I'm fine.
5 minutes
And I'm like, you're gonna stay still. I'm gonna stay still. I'm not gonna move. I go like this. I move my hands to the back seat of the car. The moment my hands are off of him, he lurches forward on his own and immediately rolls his ankle and falls down in a fucking ditch. And he's like, ow. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. Grab the food as fast as I can. He's trying to scramble up. I have to lift him up under his fucking shoulders and walk him all the way to the fucking front door. He's not even trying to coordinate himself.
So how much does he weigh?
He's probably 210, something like 20% effort on his part, 80% mine.
Yeah.
So he's putting 20% effort into being a human being, and I'm putting 80% in. So I get him up the stairs. It's like moving a broken fucking puppet. I get him up the stairs to the porch, open the door. I go the screen door. I go to fucking unlock the regular door. He doesn't even let me get near the door. For some reason, he thinks at fucking 10:30 at night, or 10 or 10:30 at night, this door's going to be unlocked. Grabs the fucking knob, twists it, and bashes into the fucking door and goes nowhere and starts falling backwards. I have to catch him. I'm like, well, you get to fucking have a great time walking through the house.
Yeah.
Open the door, or I go to put the key in. He slaps my hand down, starts laughing again. I'm like, I swear to God, I really hope you get AIDS. We get through the fucking door, get inside. It's bad. I'm like, I have to get him upstairs. He gets away from me. He starts trying to fucking undo his shoes, and he's tilting all over the place. I have to fucking catch him. Now, in between the kitchen and the dining room is a little entryway door. He gets toward this door, and he goes to do that one more time to get one of his shoes off. Falls face first, knees slam into the fucking ground, and the whole house shakes, and his dog starts barking. Fucking another party that I can't name is probably rattled beyond fucking belief that's there. And I'm like, I know, I got it. And I pick him up. Oh no. Immediately realized how fucked up that was through his drunkenness. And he goes, okay. Jumps up, claps his hands, and starts running toward the stairs.
Oh,
to get upstairs.
Great idea.
he gets to the stairs completely, but he has to crab walk up the fucking stairs, so I have to support him the entire way up because he can't fucking walk. I have to then walk him down the hallway. He gets near the bed and flops into it like a dead sack of fucking potatoes.
I thought you were gonna say he missed it and landed on the floor. That would have been pretty funny.
No, he lands on the bed. I don't even know what to call the position he was in, but it doesn't last very long, apparently. Yeah. And there's a reason I say apparently.
Yeah.
The second he's in the bed, I'm like, motherfucker. I walk out of the room, I go downstairs. Because I'm like, I need a cigarette. My still in the kitchen, and he's got this look on his face, and I'm like, so do you care to know the story? And he goes, nope. And I go, okay. I walk outside. I have a cigarette. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in and get ready for bed. So I go upstairs, and I'm hearing this, dreadful fucking noise. And it's just like, and I'm like, what the actual fuck is this kid doing? The first place my brain goes is he's laying on his back and vomiting and can't get it out.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Because who wouldn't think that? You know what I mean? Like, that's how shit-faced he was.
That's the next sequence of events that would happen.
Exactly. Like, fuck anybody who would have a problem with me assuming that.
Yeah, no, that's as drunk. I've been less drunk than that. And the standard procedure is once
Ralph at some point and then pass out.
Not only that, but dude, there's been times where I've been so hammered that Jen and somebody else had to drag me into the old apartment we lived in. They throw me on the bed, she takes my shoes off, bucket next to the bed, and it just leaves me there. Now, 9 out of 10 times I don't wind up getting sick, but precaution, just because it's usually where it ends up.
So I run down the fucking hallway. I go into his room, and he's on his back, and he's just, unfortunately, I can't show people what this looks like, but he's like this.
So he's got his hands out, and he's jerking every time he hiccups a little bit.
It's not hiccuping. He has apnea, which I didn't know until the next day. Mix that with being drunk. His face is literally purple.
Oh, fuck.
Literally fucking purple. And I wanted to make sure I was seeing it right before I fucking did anything about it.
Right.
He did, and then it would be, So I let it happen twice, and every time his face would turn purple, then he would breathe out, it would turn red and turn tan again. And then red, purple. So
he's
after
fighting for air.
Yeah, so the second time I was like, fucking wake up, and I started slapping him in the face. Like, I was like, get up, get up, get up. And he was like starts getting mad at me. Goes to fucking swipe me with his hand, hits the headboard, slices his fucking hand. And I'm like, don't fucking hit anything. And he's like, meh. And he starts punching the top of the fucking headboard. I'm like, stop. And he's like, starts laughing. I'm like, dude, you weren't breathing.
Yeah.
You were not fucking breathing. You need to get on your side.
Does he have a mask?
No, he doesn't have a mask. I give him an opportunity to get on his side. Of course he doesn't. And I have to literally get around to the back of him, hoist him up, fucking get him on his side. I let go. He immediately falls back into place. I'm like, motherfucker. So I go into the room that I'm staying in. His room, actually. And I grab a pillow off the bed. I grab another small pillow that's in the room that he's staying in. I get him onto his side again. I have to literally, I have to wake him up for like 5 minutes and finally get him to grab my arm. I'm like, okay, on the count of 3, you're going to lift up with me, okay? He's like, ugh. I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Pull him up real fast, shoot both pillows under his head, lands on them, and they literally land him in a perfect position on the side. His body's still a little questionable. He starts trying to turn his body toward being on his back again, but he's way too far to the edge of the bed, and he starts falling off the bed. So I had to run around, catch him really fast, and drag him back up onto the bed, get him back on a sideways position, and there he laid. I got into my room at 11 o'clock at night. I had to stay up till around 2:30 in the morning to make sure that he was breathing regularly. And he was. Thank God that position worked wonders. He was snoring, but he was not. There was no more catching of the air in his lungs or anything. And I finally get to go to sleep. I wake up again at 8 o'clock in the morning because I hear his dog coming upstairs, running around. It's a tile floor, so you can hear everything. I go in there, and I'm like, how much do you remember? He was like, almost nothing, but I know it was bad. And he was like, tell me everything. And I did. I recounted the whole, and it was intermittently laughing, followed by him palming his fucking face. I told him about what he shouted at everybody in the bar. He starts laughing.
That's hilarious.
I tell him about slapping the keys out of my hand, the fucking GPS, he's laughing. But the majority of the time, he is just mortified with what I'm telling him.
As anybody you should be.
He said, dude, I swear to you, he said, I swear, I have not gotten drunk like that since I was like 19. He said, I know I drink a lot. I know I have to like have a drink before everything. I'm like, but I swear I never get to that point.
Yeah.
He said, this is so fucking uncommon for me. I promise it'll never happen again. I'm really, really sorry. And he spent the rest of the day saying sorry to me. Like, I mean, he would just intermittently say.
So you believe him?
I believe him. I believe that he actually is truly sorry that it happened. But man, when it was fucking happening, dude, just absolute hell the entire time that was all happening. I got to enjoy exactly an hour and a half, 2 hours of an otherwise 6 or 7 hour odyssey altogether.
This is why you smoke weed, kids.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Because there's less problems.
So yeah, that was the Saturday before Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday was great too. My aunt and uncle came over.
No way. No way.
Dogs started biting at their fucking feet when they came inside. Stop! Hey, let go! Don't do that! No! And it had to lock them in my fucking father's room the entire time. My uncle had a stroke a while back, so he's eating his food, and it's like the worst ASMR video you've ever heard in your entire fucking life. My aunt's muttering like, "Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's very good lamb. I like that. This is very nice. I'm having a nice time." Because she's German. Oh yeah, no, they say you take your little jelly beans. I bought you jelly beans. Both you get jelly beans. Isn't that nice? And I'm just like, the entire like losing my fucking mind. My dad had this amazing spread.
Got a good spread.
Honey baked ham, lamb, jam. I'm not kidding. I didn't do that just for fun. Mustard, broccoli, asparagus, fucking a huge, just this
Good spread.
And the whole time, all my dad can do is he has his head in his fucking hands from everything that had happened. Because remember, also, I got pulled over recently because my registration was expired. Yeah. Like literally the day when Easter Day, when we had to go and get the fucking cheesecake for dessert. He's got his head in his hands and he just looks up at me. He's like, "This is the worst Easter ever." And he must have said it like 3 times during dinner. When my aunt was getting attacked by the dog, she brought these Easter-themed cupcakes with her.
Oh, no.
They were in a plastic fucking container, and when she got scared, she smushed them up against her chest like this. So all of the fucking cupcake frosting was on one side. It was the top of the box, and on the other side were these naked fucking chocolate cupcakes. And my dad had taken them from her and put them behind me on the counter. And when they were getting ready to leave, when they were getting their stuff together,
They take your stupid fucking cupcake.
No, he looks at me and he says, "You want to know what this Easter was?" He doesn't talk like this. It was so funny. He was like, "You want to know what sums up this Easter?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Turn around."
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years are gone.
And I turn around and I just see the multicolored fucking cupcake frosting. He was like, "That's Easter right now." He said, "That's our Easter. It's all a big fucked up mess." And he's never mad. He's never like angry. It's just he's laughing.
That took a lot.
Oh,
It took a lot out of
it was a nightmare of the highest fucking regard. It just wouldn't stop getting worse. But yeah, that was my Easter weekend with my family.
So I mean, I was at the house and I had pizza. That's that was my holiday. You know, it was rather quiet.
Yeah.
So, you know, usually I would have some kind of crazy story, but luckily for me, with everything Jen's mom has going on with the surgery and shit like that, I was able to hide away from everybody and just fucking sit at home and not have to worry about it. But you telling this story reminds me why I don't drink anymore. Because it's not fun, man.
No.
It's a chore.
If you drink too much, because I will admit, if you have some, like, everybody is okay with a little bit, because all it does is really kind of enhance your good qualities when you have the right amount.
Yeah, but it's easy to go over that line.
Easy as fuck, because it is like medication. If you take too much, you become the worst version of yourself. Ugh. Every fucking time. And I feel the same way. That's why I don't drink anymore. I have maybe 1 or 2 drinks a year, tops. That's it.
I mean, dude, it's not... And the fact that he didn't eat that entire time...
Well, that's what really fucked him up, too.
See, I would have been so sick, and I have to eat before I drink.
Yeah.
Jen's the opposite of me, where she can't eat. She has to drink all she's gonna drink, eat for the night, and then be done drinking, and she'll be alright.
Yeah,
but
no.
I can't.
I have to have something in my stomach.
Me too, or I can't do it.
No, like, legitimately, even if I have, like, only 2 glasses of something, I'll fucking yak if I don't have any food in me.
Yeah.
Can't do it at all. Yeah. Did not eat a single other thing for the rest of the fucking night.
He's a savage, man.
Of the highest regard.
It's fucking crazy. I mean, what sucks is that it didn't even... It could have been worse. I know that sounds crazy, but...
No, it could have been. Listen, there was... Okay. I think I told you that... Oh, no. It wasn't you. It was my mother. I said, like, if he had, let's say, 5 or 6 drinks that night, there's every chance I would have taken his advice and I would have gone home so that he could take an Uber or Lyft home.
Right.
But it was the sheer amount of booze that he had. I said... I know for a fact if I leave right now, this kid will never come home. Ugh. I just knew. I knew that he wouldn't make it home. And I was like, I can't live with that. Not just I can't live with it on my conscience. I can't live with it when there's something I could do about it.
Right.
And so that was it. But you're right. It could have gone the other way. I could have read that text and been like, oh, he's coherent enough to say he's going to take a lift. I'm sure he's fine. And gone.
But you know him better than that.
I did not know he would get this drunk.
Yeah.
I know that he drinks a decent amount, but I did not know that he had anything in him to get this shit faced.
The fucking hangover that he must have had the next morning.
We were downstairs. He came downstairs after a little while to have a cigarette. We were going through the whole fucking story of all this. Like I said, intermittently laughing, intermittently like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with me? But then, like, I'm talking to him. I start talking to him. He said one thing to me before we had gotten out of the car when we got to my dad's house, and he was like, tomorrow, I know exactly how to fix this hangover. I want to go to Mitsuwa. I want to get a big, greasy bowl of ramen. Because that is hangover food, dude. You can't do better than greasy food. It'll literally kill your fucking hangover.
Because it soaks all that alcohol.
Takes it all, man. It's great for you. So I get up to that part of the story, and he hears big greasy bowl of ramen, and he just goes, and I'm like,
don't do it.
And he goes, but no, because the way he's exaggerating it to make me laugh, and it's fucking working, because he starts just saying nonsense shit. He's like, and starts pretend, and then he really goes behind a bush and starts dry heaving for like 5 minutes.
God.
And I am on the floor laughing. I'm like, you okay? And he's like, and I'm like, you deserve all of this.
Oh my God. That's fucking horrible.
I was like, you deserve every fucking second of what you're feeling right now. Goes back upstairs after we're done with the cigarette, lays down, and I tell him like everything I had. I already told him. I told him everything I had to do, but I reiterate it. And he looks up at me. He's like, "You're like an angel." And I'm like, "Angels don't hate, and I hate you right now."
Jesus Christ, man. That's a lot, dude. I mean, you're better than me. I hung out with some savages, dude. Matter of fact, the first thought I just had in my head while you were telling this story is about this kid Joe that I used to hang out with. Yeah. Where we're drunk over at the clubhouse in this fucking neighborhood in Freehold, and he has a bottle of liquor and he's sitting at the table, dude. And he got in his hand, he's like, you guys, you don't understand how good this is.
And now, while Kevin's telling me this, he's miming holding a bottle and shaking it back and forth. Go ahead.
Just smell it. He puts the bottle, I'm not making this up, he puts the bottle up to his nose, he goes, sniffs it, bam!
Oh my
head
God.
Right in the table, passed out for a cold 5 minutes, dude. He woke up and he was like, what happened? I was like, dude, you're flagged. It's enough for you, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
That's fucking awesome. And I'm not going to lie. From my younger years, I have a lot of really great stories involving booze. I'm not going to say I don't.
Yeah.
But, I think you and I have hit the threshold. It's just after a while, the after does not compensate at all for the before.
Nope, you get not only do you deal with a hangover, you got the shits most likely.
Yeah, heartburn like a motherfucker. And I don't know about you, but it takes me literally a full day to recover. I can't do shit. It's like having the flu.
Yeah.
And I don't know about, now tell me if this is the case for you. Now, I don't know if it will be because I've dealt with alcoholism in my family for a little while. Yeah. So I know for a fact this is psychological. But whenever I have to have a conversation involving the words alcohol, booze, drinks, drunk, whiskey, vodka, doesn't matter what it is. Anytime it's about drinking, my stomach automatically gets a little upset. Yeah. Not crazy enough to set you off.
You feel it.
But you feel something.
Yeah.
That's me every fucking time now with booze because of people like that.
Yeah, see, I went way too far. I mean, thank God I never did anything fucking crazy, but
there's things I'm omitting from this story that I can't tell anybody.
Yeah. Just because, I mean, dude, it's amazing how alcohol just has the tendency to make you do shit in the moment that you would never otherwise think of doing in your day-to-day life.
Absolutely.
It's scary, man.
I just don't like the idea of losing control of myself anymore.
Yeah.
When you're younger, You don't.
You don't think about it.
No,
like
because
that.
like you're not fully aware of yourself yet. So like when you're like 19, 20, 21 years old, you're still you're very risk neutral. Like you're like, I'm gonna do this and I'm fine. I fucking made it this far. I feel young, fit, da 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 da. And you don't really have a lot of fear. You're fearless in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So one of those things that you don't mind giving into is losing control of yourself. Nowadays, I am the total opposite. Like, I am as risk averse as they become, or as they come. And I'm like, I don't like the feeling of not having a handle on what I'm doing at all.
Especially when you can't just do something, snap out of it a little bit.
Yes.
Because when you're drunk, that's a commitment.
Yep, there's no snapping out. Now, and dude, the spins now... I have enough of a fucking, I guess, I don't, you can't really call it a technique, but like, there's something you can do for the spins every time. And what it is literally force yourself to stay awake until you pass out.
Yeah.
That's the only, it only gets bad once you close your eyes.
Yep.
Because the only other way to get rid of the spins is to make yourself hurl.
Yep.
That's it.
That's when I wrapped it up.
Really?
The last time I went to the bar, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what they what they gave me. I was drinking, oddly enough, Cranberry vodkas.
My stomach's getting upset talking about this.
Halfway through, I think they changed up whatever the alcohol was.
Yeah.
So...
didn't you say that they like diluted it on you or something?
I think they switched it from bottom shelf to top shelf booze in the middle of the night. And dude, I only had, from what I was pretty sure I only had 4 drinks. They tell me I had 6 or 7. I don't know. Whatever it was, I've never been drunk in public. When I'm at home, I'll get shit-faced and whatever. But in public, I don't get so drunk that I can't hold my head up. I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
And I'm out in a public place now. I'm embarrassed. Like this is. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
They want to bring me. They go to bring me home, and I already know I'm in for a bad night. It's gonna get real bad. So
Did you that night?
Oh, way bad, dude. I'm in the car and I'm like, okay, either I'm gonna pass out or I'm gonna throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
I go, so let's stop at Wawa and let me get a ginger ale because I've started to coach myself into believing that I can stop this
that
from
you
happening.
can control the chaos.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is a good call though. Like you're thinking in the right way.
So, dude, we pull up to the Wawa and there's 4 cops outside talking to each other. Yeah. And Jed goes, "Oh no, you can't get out of the car."
Wait, is this when you were in Florida?
No. We were in Tom's River.
Okay. Where did you go?
37 over by
the
Howard
Kmart?
Johnson's.
Oh,
that bar right
Christopher's
there.
Pub.
Yeah,
Yes.
We went there, dude.
Okay.
There's 4 cops standing outside the Wawa, and she goes, "You can't go out there and get it." And I don't want to draw attention to you, so I go, you know what? I brought my cane with me.
Yeah.
I said, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
I opened the fucking door. I said, you ready for the Emmy? I get out of the car, dude, and no shit, I don't know how I pulled it off. I walked straight, like I was sober, into the Wawa, got my drink, came back out to the car, crumbled in the back seat, and just fucking like, okay. They're like, dude, I don't know how you did it, but that was amazing. I get home. Jen leaves me there. She's like, all right, I'll be back. I had to go drop Ness off. Yeah. I go, okay, we're in the home stretch. I pass out. I pull the blankets over me. Maybe an hour later, I get up. Done. Straight to the bathroom. Puke my guts out for probably half an hour. Go back inside the bed. pass out, wake up the next day, and Jed's like, dude, what did you do to the bathroom, bro? Like, it was a goddamn nightmare. I was like, okay, I'm going to remember the way this feels, and I'm just going to quit while I'm ahead. I'm not drinking anymore.
Yeah.
I have, man.
And then I got you to drink, didn't I?
No, this was...
Oh, that was after?
That was after. Yeah, this was a couple... I want to say late last year.
Was
maybe?
this was after? Okay, yeah. Then
Yeah.
it was after Florida and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember how you were down in Florida. Too.
Florida, I forgot about that, dude.
You were
fucked
an
up.
angry little shit, is what you were.
I was so fucked up.
That
man.
was hilarious. One of my favorite. You didn't say it exactly like this, but I'm going to paraphrase it. One of my favorite things you said that entire time, because you were down there, you were on the phone with Jen. And you got on the phone with me, and you essentially said, dude, how privileged do you feel that I'm letting you hang out with her by yourself right now? Like, I was like, yeah, man, I guess that's cool. Like, I was just like, we're sitting here watching Deadpool. I don't understand what's happening. Like, it was so fucking funny.
There it is, man. Short episode this week. Doug came back after the holiday with a story, so he started telling me. I was like, bro, you know what, save it, because he mentioned originally when he was going to tell me the story, he wanted to say it on the podcast, but he started telling me in the car on the way over here, and I was like, fuck it, you know what, I don't even want to hear anymore what I got right up to the part where he was talking about the person that he was with having a couple of drinks in the restaurant, and I was like, I could see where this is gonna go. Let's save it for the podcast and we'll put it on there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you have any crazy stories that you want to share with us, dude, by all means definitely do that. I didn't get into much for obvious reasons, but you know, maybe I'll go back and tell a couple of fucking wild stories, because I have been through some things, dude. I've seen some shit in life. So there's definitely going to be a point in time where I tell some of the crazy shit that I've seen. For now, I'll leave this one here. Possible guest coming up. Now you guys are going to get this on the 27th. I'm supposed to talk to these people on Tuesday. I'm not sure how many of them there are. I'm gathering from the messages that have been sent back and forth. There's at least 2, possibly 4 max. Who the hell knows? I have no idea. I've not spoken to these people verbally, only exchange from Twitter and then now the email. So we'll find out. In the future, I would like to put it so that if there's any questions that you guys may have for a guest, I'll lock them in to make sure they're going to do it before I bring it up to you. Because I would have liked to have gotten you guys involved on this shit, but there's no guarantee they're going to do it. So I don't want to say anything if they decide they want to pull out in the last second. Either way, I'm hoping, keep your fingers crossed, Terminator timeline is the 23rd right now. Got a week until they supposedly show up, so we're going to figure out what's going to happen. I'm pretty excited. I know I got a shitload of questions. I'm going to stop being vague. iTunes, Spotify, the whole deal, bro. Rate it. Do us the favor. You would be helping out so that other people may be able to come across this, and hopefully through doing that, we'll be able to pull more guests on, which would be the shit, bro. But for now, let's focus one thing at a time. I know I tend to go a little bit all over the place, so let me shut the hell up. Catch you next week.
Hey, you're digging the vibe, man.
I mean,